voice don't sound like too annoying to you guys today, but I was at the Weeknd concert on Sunday and my throat is a little hoarse, a little scratchy today, and today is Tuesday, so that's like 2 days ago, but I can still feel the scratchiness in my throat and my voice. The Weeknd, best performer of all time. That man really knows how to put on a show. If you haven't been to a Weeknd show, you guys have to go and see it. But I want to talk to you guys about what I've been keeping from everybody. Not really from everybody. You know, I told you, I spoke a little bit about, like, when I started telling people that were close to me about this move that I'm about to make, how it made them, like, feel some type of way. Like, you could feel the energy when somebody just really isn't that happy for you, or they are concerned that you're doing something that's going to level you up and, you know, they're not leveling up. You can feel the energy. But yesterday, I passed my ASVAB test. And if you don't know what the ASVAB is, it's a test that you have to take to get into the military. So I will be enlisting in the United States Army. Now, I'm not at the ballpark now because tomorrow I have to go take a physical. And then after I do my physical, if everything checks out, then I get sworn in. Okay? And I will keep y'all posted on all of that stuff. Now, my family doesn't know yet. My family does not know. My dad watches my channel here and there, so he's going to know a little bit, but I'm not fully all the way enlisted yet. But this is a step forward. This is great. This is good news. So he may be upset because, you know, when I don't tell my parents, like, things immediately, they don't like it, even though, like, I'm an adult. But we'll get there, and I will let everybody know in my family when I fully enlist, when I swear in. I'll get to that point. And, you know, every day they'll find out together. We'll all find out together. We'll see it together. But, yeah, I passed, and although it was through the skin of my teeth, like, I'm just so grateful because a small win is a win. You know, I'm going to take it. And not only that, like, okay, during the test, like, if your screen turns red, that means you're spending too long on a question. So the first time my screen turned red, she just came over and she put in her password and I got back to the question. Now the second time I got nervous because she was like, you're spending too much time on here. Look, you only have 60 seconds on these questions. And I was like, oh, and this was the math section. I'm not great at math, but when I tell y'all, like, this is the ASVAB book in my car, because when I got to MEPS, and that was the testing site, when I got up to MEPS, I was going over my math in here, doing, like, I was working problems and everything, just to, like, really be refreshed, because this is something that I'm taking seriously. I took seriously. So so when the screen had turned red, she had told me that you only have like 60 seconds. I was like, oh man, like, I cannot be playing around. Like, and I just started clicking things. I just started clicking, and, you know, the Most High, you know, all of my angels were on my side yesterday, because once she told me that, because once, if I was to get kicked out of that test, I would have had to wait 30 days to come back. And I was like, no, I'm not waiting 30 days to come back here. And I was weighing the pros and cons. Like, yeah, if I were to wait 30 days, I can study more. But it's like, no, I want to get this right on the first go. Like, I'm so serious about this. So that, she put some fire underneath my feet when she had told me that. But I started clicking, guys. Like, I'm not even going to hold you. I just started clicking things and, you know, just prayed for the best. And, you know, it worked. I passed through the skin of my teeth, but I passed. And I'm just so excited, so happy, so proud of myself for doing something finally for me, and not thinking or worrying about what other people are going to have to say about it. Like, I don't know. I feel like if I would have joined out of high school, I would have been second guessing myself. Now that I'm 35, like, I know myself more, and I feel like this is the best time for me to join. Like, I'm emotionally mature, I'm mentally mature, and I just know myself. Like, you know, life isn't a game to me anymore. Back then, of course, like 18, out of high school and into my 20s, I was very immature. I was very unsure of myself. And, you know, I just felt like kind of like a lost soul in a sense. But now, like, this is the time for me. And I don't feel any type of guilt about it, because it's what I want to do. And like, people will say, oh, like, you're too old to do it. I'm 35 years old. Granted, yeah, some people may think that's old, but mentally, I am all the way there. Physically, I'm in shape, you know, and, you know, basic training is only 8 weeks long. So, you know, I just got to get through there, and I keep myself up, things of that nature. It's just like the more mental thing, you know, the drill sergeant's yelling at you, and, you know, that's their character. They have to do that. So, you know, I'm not going to really sweat that. I have a one-track mind. Like, I just want to get through basic training and, you know, move forward with my life and start building my life in a different direction. You know, kind of start gaining some type of grip, some type of control over my life, and not feel as lost as I've been feeling like all of these years. I am going to start posting, like, I'm going to take you guys like day by day for the most part, because I get on Instagram and I post. I'm not Instagram. I get on YouTube and I post when, you know, I'm feeling moved. Like, if I wanted to, I don't want to just get on here and just talk and just to say that I'm making a video. I want to have some type of motion, and I want to have some oomph behind it. I just don't want to just put something out there just to give you guys something. When spirit moves me to make a video, that's when I do it. But I'm going to give you guys like a day by day, like a rundown of the process that I'm going to have to go through. Tomorrow I have to do my physical, so I'm going to post another video tomorrow to let you know like how that process went and what I had to do and all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm about to start posting more about my transformation into military life from civilian life. You know, maybe like the struggles and comparison of me being younger and me being older and joining the military, the workouts that I have to do in the military, because there's tests that you have to pass in basic training. Like, I've been doing my research, so I'm going to show you guys some of those things, you know, a bunch of different stuff. Like I told you, I made an outline of all of this stuff of what I want to put out there, because I want to inspire, I want to encourage somebody else that if you think it's too late to do something because of your age, is not. Like, do not waste your life because you think something, like you missed the mark. No, you haven't. Well, and if you want to join the military, like, you have up until 42, depending on which branch you join. But if there's anything in life that you want to do and you feel like you can't do it because of your age, do not let your age stop you. Age, like, this is going to sound cliche, but age legit is really only a number. Your age is just ticker marks to show like the milestones that you have reached in life. Like, it's legit only a number. And you're not judged in the spirit world by your age. You're judged how you lived your life and if you did the things that you wanted to do in your life. I never want to be somebody that passed away and I have regrets. Like, oh, I wish I would have did that. I wish I would have taken this opportunity. I wish I would have dyed my hair. You know, things of that nature. And there's a lot of people that, because they fear what other people are going to think of them or the judgment that they're going to get, that they miss out on things. And that's just extremely sad. That's extremely sad. And I don't want anybody to ever think that they have to live their life like that. So yeah, I am going to be enlisting in the United States Army. I am so happy for this. Like, prayer is what really got me through this. Like, I spent a month, like, I had drew up a prayer and I spent a month praying that prayer, asking Yahuwah for clarity, really, and, you know, giving my thanks, things of that nature. Before I went in to test, I gave my prayer. I said my prayer, and prayer works. Like, do not underestimate prayer. Like, even saying that energy's name, God's name, I feel the shift in the energy, in the space, wherever I'm in. Like, you legit feel it. But hope I inspire somebody today. I hope I encourage somebody today, even though sometimes I need encouraging myself. And not even gonna hold you, 2 of my little cousins, they're the ones that inspired me to join the military, because I was supposed to join the Air Force way back, like maybe 8 years ago, with one of my little cousins. But I seen him join the military, the Air Force, right out of high school, and how he loved it, how successful he been. So that's something I've always looked up to. My other little cousin, she's 27. She just enlisted, and she thinks that she's too old. She's 27 years old, and she thinks that she was enlisting at an old age. But she is kind of like me. We're both Aquariuses, and she's just always been unsure of herself too. And I'm so happy that she caught that at 27, because at 27, that's when I was going through a spiritual awakening. And, I was having a dark night of the soul, whole ego death, all of that stuff. And she's just like waking up. A spark in her is waking up. And she was like, yeah, I'm tired of, jumping from job to job and just really not knowing what I want to do. And the military has always been something that I wanted to do, just like me. Always wanted to join the military. And she went out and did it. And I was just so happy for her. I was so proud of her. She's off in basic right now. And, she's not going to see this. But, yeah, my little cousins, my younger cousins inspired me to just go for it. So, yeah, hope I inspire somebody today. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.